You know what your problem is?
What's my problem? What's my problem? Huh? What's my problem?
First of all, don't do that. Second of all, the problem is whenever I'm waking up, I gotta get Zane ready, I gotta get me ready, and you're still asleep.
I'm working at midnight. I'm working till midnight. I'm working till midnight. I come home, it's 1 o'clock, take a shower, and I fall asleep.
It doesn't matter. I need help as well.
I understand that. You can wake me up too.
I do wake you up, and you're like, "Oh, I'm still tired."
But I do take him to school.
I'm tired as well.
I take him to school too, so it don't matter. You know what your problem is?
What is my problem?
You spend freaking 5 hours, 3 hours on your makeup and stuff,
really?
And you wake up late too. But you had him since 9. You had him since 8 o'clock the other night. You don't give him to bed until 11. And that's why he's still sitting there asleep.
He sleeps because he's waiting for you to come home.
I don't need him waiting for me to come home.
It's not my fault.
You're the mother. You're supposed to make sure he goes to bed on time.
I try to. He wants to wait until you
Y'all
get
sleep
home.
in the bed when I get home, and that's all it is.
But
you don't even try to put him in his bed. You don't even try to feed him, make sure he goes to bed with food in his stomach.
You don't help me get him ready in the morning.
That's a horse of crap.
You barely take him to school.
I barely take him. I take him to school all the time.
I have to make his bag, his lunch, get his clothes ready, get him ready.
Oh, look at you being the mother you're supposed to be.
Yeah, but
really?
If it's 2 people, then I need help.
If I'm working at 1 o'clock at night, you would understand that I'm working.
Wow, really? What?
Just Squad, what it do?
It's your girl, Kay.
And it's your boy, Cam, and we are back with another video. So today, guys, we are having a Let's Talk Tuesday. Now, you know why I put my hand there? Because we're also recording this
for our YouTube channel.
So we want you guys who are on live, what we're going to do is we're going to just probably give you guys a little small, tiny bit of detail of what we're on about. And then if you want to watch the rest of it and capture the rest of it, go ahead and
like, comment, subscribe, turn on those post notification bells, give this video a thumbs up, tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend, and make sure you guys also go and send this video to everybody you know.
Yes,
everybody.
Go ahead and send this to anybody and everybody that you know.
Yes.
So on today's Let's Talk Tuesday,
let's talk.
If you guys, today's Let's Talk is how to talk in an argument, how to communicate when arguing, right? Because I feel like a lot of people don't know how to do it.
Yeah.
And I was telling my wife.
And you know, it's crazy that we're having this conversation because as much as we argue but don't argue, we still fail to communicate the proper way when we're in an argument.
Yeah, we tend to. A lot of people tend to be in their feelings when it comes to something that's as important, and it shouldn't be that way. I mean, yes, of course, you know, feel emotional to how you feel about the situation, but not strike it towards your spouse or significant other.
For sure.
I told my wife this, and I remember that time I was reading my Bible, and I told you how God created man and woman, and you started. I don't know if you started tearing up about it. I think it was something else though, but. It definitely comes into this as a standpoint of how you should talk to each other, right? Because when God made man, right, he made man in his image, right? But when he created woman, it was never below the man or never above the man, right? And I'll put the scripture down and show y'all everything, but he
created us equal.
He created us equal because he pulled bone from man to form a woman, right? He basically tore my rib out and then created my partner in my image, in my likeness as equals. Women were never supposed to be below a man nor above a man because God never created it or had the purpose of that. He created a help partner for men because and vice versa. Because without women, men would never understand emotion. Men would never. Because we're just logic like that. Women deal with emotion. Women deal with the intimacy. Women deal with the life cycle, if you will. While men, we deal with logics. We deal with we deal with circumstances. We deal with how to get things done, right? And the Bible also talks about how men love your wife as you would love yourself. So if you go and read the Bible and say, well, if God ripped bone from me to create this woman in my likeness, I'm loving myself and showing that physical love to my spouse, to my significant other. And a lot of people tend to forget that because of this world and how society created. It's men should be this, men should be on top of that, men should be taking care of this, women just do this, 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 and this. And it's like, you can spread it how you want to. You can split everything how you want to. But as long as you revert back to the Bible on how God created male and female in the image and likeness of Him, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna give you some time. It shows how important the male and woman marriage and just even talking to each other is so important, because you're basically yelling at yourself if you think about it.
Yeah, especially when y'all are married, y'all coming as one. It's no longer he and she or you and me. You know, it's us.
Yes.
So when it's us, it's like, how do I want to be talked to in a relationship? You know, if I want him to communicate better, then that means I need to communicate better. If I want him to love me better, that means I need to love him better. So it's never I'm doing all this, but you're never doing anything.
Right,
you know,
exactly.
So it's all about communication. And the first step to communication is not throwing jabs at each other. I know it is the hardest thing
to do.
It is so hard.
Because you want to win an argument.
Yeah.
You want to be like, I know what I'm doing. Like,
and that's the problem, because a lot of people want to win an argument instead of getting the argument situated and really understanding why are we arguing. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, it's like we're arguing about say food, right? And I tell you, I want this, and you say, no, I want this. Okay, well, let's come to a conclusion on what it is that we want to eat. Okay, you want to eat burgers, I want to eat pizza. All right, cool. So instead of having a full conversation or argument about,
each other.
Oh, well, why you always eating burgers? Or, oh, why you always eating pizza? Or you could eat a salad one of these days. Like it's not that serious. Like, life goes on. Life is still lifing. Yeah. So it's better for you to be...
Life is still lifing.
Life is still lifing.
That is funny. Life is still lifing.
It is. I mean, come on now. Like,
I get
really,
what you're saying.
Like, your communication level really depends on how y'all understand each other.
Right. Yeah. Correct. And number 2 of that point is understanding the accountability of your responsibility. Right.
Yeah.
It's just basically like, understand where you went wrong in the situation.
Yeah.
And acknowledging it. Hey, my bad. Hey, I know I should be doing this. Hey, I know I should be doing that. And then it's nothing wrong about being wrong. Like, we always fuss about, women not taking accountability, men not taking accountability, but it's like, if you think about it, right, it's just a pride mentality aspect of that.
Right.
And in a marriage, you'll never have a pride mentality.
Right.
In a real marriage, in a real
you gotta throw
healthy, you gotta throw your pride out.
Pride away.
There's none of that.
It's all about me. You gotta throw that all out.
If you want to have a healthy marriage,
it's not gonna work.
Self has to be gone. Yeah. There will be time for self. There'll be times when they do things for you, or she'll let you do things for yourself. Correct. Yeah. But in a situation where it's about managing and prioritizing and taking care of your household, your kingdom, and your children and your wife or your husband, that self pride has to put it aside for 10 seconds just to get that done.
You can't be selfish in a relationship.
Yeah.
If you're selfish in a relationship, it's not gonna work.
Correct.
Because you're gonna think it's all about me, and you're not gonna think about the other person.
Exactly. Correct. You're just gonna be like, well, I want this, and I want,
and it's all I.
Yeah.
And then if it's say your love language is just straight communication,
Right.
And and I'm worried about, I can do this, I can do that, but I never communicate to you, or you never communicate to me that, no, this is what I want for our relationship. And it's not to say that you have to, do that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You should compromise in a relationship. Let me say that. They're not compromising your integrity, not compromising your loyalty, not compromising things that are right. I'm saying compromising in a way to where y'all can understand. Maybe his situation is different. Maybe he feels like, I want you to love me more, and you have to step back and compromise and say, you know what? I hear you. What is it that you need that makes you feel more loved from me? You get what I'm saying? Yeah. So compromising, a lot of people think compromising is like, oh, well, you want a certain thing done, and it's going to attack my physical or mental in the situation.
Right, like it's never the case like that. It's just being able to, both y'all want the same thing done. Whether it be his way or her way, you guys should be able to compromise both ways to get that objective done.
Right. All right, guys. So,
and our last and final point.
The final point is figuring out a plan of action so you won't come back to that argument.
Get it done. Whatever that plan is. So from now on, so we can avoid this argument, we're going to do this, X, Y, and Z.
Right.
Because we do not want to bring back we do not want to harbor old negative energy. We want to assess the issue, plan of action for it, be done. Because
and the plan of action can just be something simple.
Yep.
Okay, well, early in the morning, this is what we're going to do.
Yep.
I'm going to wake him up. You're going to get his breakfast ready. I'm going to get him clothed. You're going to do X, Y, and Z. So it's all about communication in a relationship. You don't want to just say, well, you're not doing this and think that that's communication. It's not. Yep. Communication goes deeper than that, because why does there always have to be an argument during a communication session? You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like we talk on a regular. So why can't we talk this situation out instead of arguing this situation out?
Correct. Yes. And I feel like once you are able to do that, the skit that y'all saw at the beginning will happen less.
Right.
The arguments that y'all see will happen less because the plan of action is put there.
Right.
And it's for your sake. It's for that other person's sake. And peace is what you want in a marriage. Peace and happiness bring forth a long marriage. It does. Regardless of what the world says about this and that, about divorce rates and stuff. If you want to have a peaceful relationship, you have to have those three to prevent arguing. And I feel like if you have those, you can really do anything, right?
Yeah. I mean, it all boils down to y'all's communication. And how we communicate to each other, how we understand each other during this time of us communicating is going to lead to a healthier relationship.
Right.
A loving relationship.
Right. So
a better relationship.
A way better relationship. And we just want to express that.
Yes.
And we hope you guys like Let's Talk Tuesdays. We're going to be throwing more at you guys.
Yes. If you don't get to catch us on our YouTube channel, you can catch us on our live streams on Smalley World.
Yeah.
And that's on Instagram, so y'all just go check us out. Whether you're here or there, it doesn't matter. We just want to be able to spread like these different conversations about relationships, all across the board, whether it's marriage, dating, family, or
anything like that, really,
or just friendships, or family ships, like that's what we're here for. That's what we're shooting for as far as talks So I hope y'all enjoyed this Tuesday talk. We're gonna do more of these, and y'all just stay tuned for our next Tuesday's talk. Yeah. And stay tuned for the videos and vlogs that we have coming out throughout the week. So make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe.
Hey.
Peace.